And now, coming to you live from the refurbished broom closet on level 8 of Gamma Station, it's the Gamma Brawl Podcast. The galaxy's most trusted news source. With your hosts, EeZeE and DaseinWasHere.
Hello and welcome everyone to episode number 7 in 2017.
The irony there.
It is. Hello, welcome Dace. How are you?
Doing great. So we come to you after a very long Christmas break. So thank you guys for your patience. It was a interesting Christmas and interesting New Year time for us all. So let's get started and talk about what's been going around the community while we were asleep.
Not an awful lot, because apparently we were not the only ones who were asleep, were we, Dace?
No, but keep in mind it's the holiday season, so...
Very true.
Very true. A lot of things happen. Now that people are back, the devs are back, we already have hot fixes coming in, we have tournaments getting planned, so things are starting to heat up again.
Yes, hibernation is over, back to fractured space, and we're in the middle of maintenance mode as we are recording this, because... new update has just launched. Pirate Crew Update. Dace.
All right. First of all, Pirate Crew. I am so excited about this because new crew members look awesome. I was really hoping, though, for some new crew positions, though. Maybe some other specialized positions, like maybe a officer for missiles, missile health, things like that. You know, different things like that you might see. But either way, excited for new crew members, but the thing I do not like about the new crew members is they are not going to be part of the standard crew rules. They actually have their own special pods.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's exactly the sort of thing that, well, you and I don't like to see. We like to see new stuff. We don't like to see them getting, can we say, locked behind a different sort of paywall? Can we call it that?
Well, admittedly, the one thing about this that is a bright side is at least that means that you are guaranteed to get new pirate crew members,
True.
Not old ones. But I don't like seeing anything behind a RNG wall. Seriously, what is up with all these RNG walls? I mean, again, but that's another discussion for another time. So we have that. The new player experience actually has some new stuff in there, like a conquest video for when people reach level 5, so they can actually learn about that. They've made things a little bit easier to get in the flow of the game for new players for some of the early stuff and the tutorial part. So that's actually really nice. So they smoothed that out, and then they also fixed implants, some of the more specifically broken ones like broken armor damage and armor strength.
Yeah, not the buff we were hoping for, though, but rather the nerf that we were not hoping for.
Yes, because attack pins still are useless. I mean,
they are.
You still get more benefit from having the defense pins than that. And the thing is, they didn't really fix the really big offending pin, in my opinion, is if they're going to nerf any of the pins, the damage reduction, because that's the one that's put on pretty much every ship if you can.
It is, definitely. If you have it, that's being put on every crew you got, period.
Yes, because not all ships have the armor to need that, or the heals to need that, or the armor strength. I mean, but the broken armor damage, I'm really surprised they're nerfing that one, though, because that one, keep in mind, if you're doing twice the damage, but you're only now doing 1.5, that's significant, but it's still a ton of damage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
but at least it's not worth bringing it now.
It's debatable. I mean, there's going to be people who are still going to use it. There's people who are going to switch away from it, most definitely. But at least there's going some balancing on, and that by itself is a very good thing.
Yes, but still not balanced on the one big thing that I would like to see, which is, again, the attack pins getting a buff.
Yes, attack pins need love, people. They really do. Give it to them.
So... that's pretty much the hotfix in a nutshell. Again, if you get a chance, definitely look at some of the pirate crew members. They look cool.
Very.
Definitely going to be a worthwhile addition.
Not really. Well, I was a little bit disappointed there was not a single crew member in there. We were parrots, But other than that, yeah, pretty darn sweet.
I want a robotic parrot.
I know. I wonder. Well, I don't care about what sort of parrot, as long as it has an eye patch. Because usually it's the pirate that gets the eye. Okay, never mind. Moving along, there's other news on the horizon as well, coming from the community. We have another tournament coming up.
Yes, we have the For the Lulz episode 2. So yes, RNG strikes back. RNG. So they're basically random number generators coming back in, and teams get to people sign up, and they get assigned to random teams, and well, now we get to find out what goes on. And the cool thing is, if enough people sign up, you're going to have the regular conquest mode for 6 teams with no restrictions. But if they have enough for 7 teams, then it's going to be frontline mode, no snipers. I'm actually hoping they actually get enough teams for the frontline, because I would like to see teams compete on the frontline circuit.
It would be super exciting to see an actual semi-serious tournament, serious tournament, whichever you like to call it, in frontline. Yes, definitely. Far more action-packed than Conquest, as we all know. So yeah, let's hope they get the numbers. Sign-up is already going well, and underway has been for a couple of weeks. About 2 now. Yes. On the Steam forums, so head on over there, go to the... Actually, it's on Fight Club as well, but on the official Fractured Space, it's on the competitive section, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Go over there, sign up. If you don't have friends to join you in a team, don't worry, because you're not going to be on a team. You're going to get to meet new and interesting people and make new friends and have lulz, and hopefully we get a frontline tournament. And otherwise, we'll get a conquest tournament.
Yes. I will say, again, great work with Exagris for putting this together, and it is going to be streamed by Kiker, so definitely going to be worth checking out. It's going to be on Saturday, February 4th.
Yes, the 4th of February, indeed so. I'm not really sure if there's any information up until which point sign-up will be open, but, well, you still got some time to sign up, so what are you waiting for? Why are you still watching this video? Pause it, go sign up, come back, play again, push play again. That one.
Definitely.
Now, with this being a new year, that means new possibilities. And seeing as news has been kind of slow, everyone has had a little bit of time to think on things. And that brings us kind of to what we are seeing, what we don't want to be seeing, and what we would like to be seeing for the new year. The good, the bad, and the disgustingly, awfully, horrendously ugly days.
All right, so let's start off with the good, because being positive always helps.
Yes.
And the good, I have to say, I like a lot of the optimization and stuff they've been doing. The ships look a lot prettier from the ones that have been reworked. The game looks lovely, the missiles, all the effects. I like the fact that crew actually are going, you can start picking some of the crew that you actually want now, being as you can actually have the pin customization. There's a lot of really cool things that have been coming in that are making this game really nice.
Yes, we're getting new artwork, new crew members. That's always nice. New stuff in general is always nice. We got the drafting screen. That's a first setup, but that's a big move into the right direction. Yeah, there's a lot of good things happening.
So with things that are horrendously ugly, I'm just going to have to say matchmaking right now is in an abysmal state at the higher end.
Yes, I think that's a fair assessment. And although we are a small group, we are a kind of vocal group, are we not?
Yes, but to be fair to ECG, and I'm going to have to say this, to be absolutely fair, it's entirely a player-based issue. It's something they can't really fix by waving a magic wand or changing some numbers here or there. It's just the pure nature of there's not enough people on the higher end brackets, or there's not enough lower end people to help fill some of those matches. So I'm assuming that based on some of the matches we've been getting. But either way, that's one thing that needs to be fixed, but it's not something you can fix with a magic wand. You just have to get more new stuff in, more people playing the game, and more people converting after they start playing their first several games.
This is true. However, I would like to point out, as apparently has not been done before, we had a small player base before Phase 2 hit. That player base has indeed increased. However, before Phase 2 hit, we had one mode, which was PvP Conquest. Right now, we have PvP Conquest. We have PvP Frontline. We have Co-op Frontline. We have Co-op Conquest. And we have something that's solo and I just play all by myself and sit in my room in a dark corner and don't know what's going on outside because, yes, I'm all by myself. That's 4N.00001 different game modes with the same amount of different queues, where the slightly increased player base is now, spread over. Yes. That's not helping.
Very good point. It's the multiple player base, multiple game mode issue. So I don't disagree because a lot of people do like to play co-op. A lot of people like to play frontline. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So the other thing I want to mention is game pacing. I feel like the game, yes, it needs to be sped up, but now it's a little bit fast in my opinion when it comes to just like the snowball effect. If you're able to get those early mines and keep them, it just snowballs from there. That early one level lead really seems to be whatever team has the one level lead by Gamma tends to win.
I do like that they moved away from the previous increased gamma timer and kind of reduced it again, so it's very unusual for one of the teams to not have hit level 3 by the time Gamma 1 comes around. It's still a little bit fast, like you said. Overall, I'm not really having an issue with it, but yes, games are still fairly one-sided overall.
All right, so now for things that I look forward to in the future, I look forward to ranked. Admittedly, my own biggest concern with ranked is going to be, well,
Or different
we
queues.
don't have enough people to play.
Yeah.
Ranked.
Different game modes. We need more people for that, Dace.
Yes. So you have ranked. I don't know if we have enough people for that. Looking forward to that though. I'm also really looking forward to seeing some of the other how things develop with drafting because I'm finally looking forward to actually being able to see ships picked like the Overseer without it completely harming your team because oh look, they have like 3 heavies over there and a healer that is minor DPS or we hard counter. So maybe I can play an Overseer. Or maybe you can play something else specialty, some of those specialty ships that are niche and only work in certain situations.
Yes, that would be nice things to see. Drafting is a big thing. The drafting screen could do with a lot of improvement. It's kind of messy right now. With little issues like loadouts being reset and then you have to set them again at the start of the match, it would be nice to have a clearer picture of it. Kind of like it used to be, or well, from the main hangar screen where you can see your different loadout options next to each other and you can see which one is highlighted. Something like that. I would like to see that. And make it a little less huge and in your face because I'm running on 3K resolution and it's like I'm playing on 800 by 600 or something. Why does it have to be so big? But that aside, I would like to see, and this is probably something that nobody's waiting for, I would like to see the Omni slots for Legendary Crew to get removed. Completely. I would like to see different artwork for Legendary Crew members. Yes, I would. And that way, the designers, the artists have something to focus on as well, because apparently with the introduction of the fairly sudden introduction, I might say, of the pirate crew members, it seems like the artists don't have enough work on hands. So that would give them something to do. That would give us, the people who've been with the game for a long time, finally those legendary crew members that are in fact the same as the normal crew members but with different art styles. That would be nice. If it's a little bit animated, that would be
difference
pretty...
between a 2D artist and a 3D artist. Just saying.
I know, but I mean, crew is crew. 10 pirate crew members could have been, I don't know, 10 legendary crew members, just to say a thing. But yes, focus on that and make them a little bit animated. That would be really cool. Legendary crew members, animated. Yes, fuck yeah. Other than that, I'm not really sure. There's a lot going on that's very vague. The information stream has been a little bit lacking. We kind of got surprised with the new addition of the pirate crew members. So we're not really sure.
Like surprises.
I do like surprises. This was a very pleasant surprise. Do not get me wrong. I really enjoy it, especially pirate crew members. Come on, who doesn't like that? But the usual flow of things is that we get a heads up of what's coming within the next month or 2 months. We're lagging a bit behind in the releasing of new ships, and instead we're getting this, which of course different part of the team, but still, we would like to know what's coming up. So if you could reinvigorate that information stream, not just on the Steam, on the Twitch broadcasts, but somewhere like we had on the forums previously, that'd be very nice.
Well, one thing I'd like to add, I would like to actually see the return of the original Fractured Space forums. I felt like they were much easier to sort through for finding things, and you actually had overall some very nice, consistent discussions on there.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I mean,
I don't see it happening either, but it doesn't mean I can't put that on my wish list.
No,
for 2017.
true. You're right.
This is the wish list. What are you talking about?
What is on my wish list though is an official announcement of who won the how many games did you play for December tournament thing, whatever you call it.
It's going to be sometime this week, so probably sometime after this episode comes out.
All right. Well, we'll see. But yes, and just make it snappy because we're very impatient people. I am.
All right. So, guys, this has been a very busy time of year. Thank you for bearing with us on the length of our episode because, again, it's just been very busy and there's not been much going on in the community until this week. So, thank you all for watching, for sure.
Yes, thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant start of the new year. Let's hope the rest of the new year will be great. Let's hope for lots of good news from the front of Fractured Space, because that's what we're all here for, what we all enjoy and love. And let's just keep at it. See you in game.
Definitely. Take care.
Take it easy.